It is Tuesday morning, we're all ready and we're just about to leave to head for the train station. So today we're actually getting the Kuranda Scenic Railway all the way from Cairns Central Station up into the rainforest and through the mountains. So we have now checked in to the train and got our tickets, and we're just heading down to our carriage. We're carriage number 11, which is quite a walk down. There's actually 14 carriages on this train, and we've actually opted to go for the heritage class, but I'll talk about that a bit more later. But yeah, very excited to get on board and yeah, start our journey.
Please do not take any part.
So we have just arrived for a little stop at Barron Gorge and Barron Falls. It is very high. The actual train journey so far has been absolutely spectacular. Not gonna lie, probably not for the faint-hearted. I am not a huge fan of heights, and some of it has been a little bit kind of hair-raising, and yeah, had a few sweaty palms throughout the trip so far, but the views are outstanding, and you get like a little kind of commentary throughout the whole journey, which is really useful as well, like pointing out all the different sites and everything. And yeah, I mean, how impressive is that? We have now arrived at Kuranda, and we're just at the very historic station, just off to explore for a few hours. So we're just walking through the market area now, just heading to the park so we can have our little picnic for lunch. So we're just sat in the park now, just having our little picnic. So we have got some pitters, some salad, cheese, ham, chicken, chips and dips, basically a bit of everything to just enjoy whilst we sit in this really lovely park, just in a little bit of shade, because it is very warm and very sunny. And once we've had a bit of a refuel of some food and drink, we will go off and have a little explore of Kuranda. I will say there are loads of like extra attractions you can do up here. Like there's a butterfly sanctuary, there's like a koala park, you can do riverboat tours, there's loads of stuff. And the village itself, don't get me wrong, is clearly very geared up to tourists. It's very touristy, but the train ride itself is beautiful, very scenic. I said the commentary is just really outstanding, and I kept saying the whole way we were going up, I was like, I can't believe people actually built this railway and, you know, hand carved all these tunnels and bridges and everything by hand. So yeah, off for a little bit more of an explore in a minute. We have got about 3 hours until the train departs back. They're actually at the moment just doing one train in the morning and one train in the afternoon. I think they used to do like 2 trains there and back, so you could have a different amount of time kind of spending here, or come here earlier or a bit later. So had a little wander around the markets. Quite a lot of the little stalls were closed actually, but a few were open, and there was a couple of little restaurants. Also the koala kind of conservation sanctuary thing and also bird world, isn't there? Obviously they are paid attractions. We are now on the hunt for a plane wreck, which is apparently down here somewhere. And this is the plane wreck behind me. Very cool. We are now just walking off to see the Barren River, just through this little like rainforesty walk thing. Still very sunny, as you can tell, and yeah, looking forward to seeing the river at river level rather than at the bottom of a big old gorge. So we've now made it to the river. They do little riverboat cruises just behind here. I think it takes about 45 minutes or so, and you go kind of up and down the river and you can see like crocodiles and other lovely things like that. We've opted to just have a little stroll down this nice little river walk. It's a bit cooler down here, probably because we're by the water, and now we've got some nice shade from these giant paperbark trees. Yep. Still just down by the river, having a little walk along this treed area. It's very, very peaceful. We've come across literally like 2 people the whole time we've been here, and there's also a few like little benches dotted around, so if you wanted to take like a little picnic or something to enjoy here rather than in the park like we did, probably would be quite a good idea. And I think it's a bit cooler as well because it's much more shaded, and like I said, you've also got the water as well, just to add a bit of extra coolness. But we're just saying, I bet there's like all manner of things like amongst these trees as well as actually in the river that you probably would rather not know are there. So it's now almost time to head back to the train station to get the train back to Cairns. So I thought what I'd probably do is when we get back, just have a little kind of brief chat about like the experience we had, any like hints and tips, and just go through kind of the stuff like that. But I could definitely say I've really enjoyed my time up here in Kuranda. It's been very relaxing, and there's definitely been loads of stuff to do. Mainly if you want to spend more money, there's loads of stuff to do, but otherwise, yeah, it's been really relaxing, and looking forward to the train journey back. We are now back on the train, ready to head back to the city centre. Back at Central train station. So we are now back after coming back on the Kuranda Scenic Railway. It was absolutely fantastic and definitely an all-day excursion. So just a little bit of like info about what we booked. So we booked the heritage class return journey, which was $76 each, and there are loads of other packages available. There's like a gold class carriage where you get like a comfier seat and, you know, tea and coffee and snacks and that kind of thing. They do all manner of things like picking you up from like your hotels and transfers. There's a sky rail, but yeah, basically there's lots of other stuff going on that you can just check out on their website. We just opted to do like the standard return journey, and it was absolutely fantastic. The scenery was incredible, and we really enjoyed our time up in the Kuranda village as well. As I mentioned, there's loads of other paid attractions up there as well, so if you wanted to spend an absolute fortune, you absolutely could. And of course there was like a few eateries and like restaurants, and I think a couple of pubs and stuff as well up there, but we just opted to take a picnic, which I think is probably like the best recommendation, because you can take what you want, have a few little snacky bits. There's a few nice places to eat, either by the river or the park or just whatever you fancy. I think one tip I would have is that there was really no like water fountains up there, or at least no water fountains that I came across. So I'd recommend either filling up your water bottle whilst you're still on the train, because they do have water coolers on there, or just taking extra water with you just to save you having to buy any whilst you're up there. But yeah, overall had an absolutely fantastic time. Would highly recommend doing this if you're ever in Cairns, and if you're braver than I, then yeah, maybe do the Sky Rail as well, which is like a cable cars that, you know, does pretty much the same journey, but obviously through the treetops. But yeah, let me know if you've ever been on the Kuranda Scenic Railway, or if it's something that you're looking to do whilst visiting here, then definitely let me know, because yeah, I'll be interested to know. Thanks so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give the video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.